Hello, everyone in the world here, especially those who suffer from insomnia. My name is Lê from Cần Thơ City, Vietnam.
1. I am the person who overcame insomnia under very special and very natural circumstances. Before I share my experience of treating insomnia, I hope everyone will listen to me explain the process of having insomnia and overcoming it as follows, because it is very necessary. More than 7 years ago, I encountered many problems in life that led to insomnia. At first, I could not sleep for about 2 to 3 hours each night. My mental health was very tired. I went to many places for treatment at neurological hospitals in Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam, but the disease did not improve, but became more and more severe even though the doctor took the best care of me. After asking many places and many people who had the same illness as me but couldn't overcome it, I had to accept being examined at Can City Mental Hospital and receiving monthly medication about over 5 years ago. While taking the medicine, if I run out of medicine one day and don't receive the medicine in time, I'm considered to be staying up all night. At that time, my spirit felt like I had to take medicine for the rest of my life. If you take medication, you can only sleep for 2 to 3 hours with a short amount of sleep, half a nap. If you wake up like that, you can't go back to sleep. You're mentally very tired and can't sleep during the day. During that time, there were no signs of improvement. It happened very normally until February 16, 2021. Especially on February 17, 2021, I had very severe diabetes. I was treated at Can City General Hospital. On the first day of my stay at Can General Hospital, I brought medicine from Can Psychiatric Hospital with me and planned to take it at 8 p.m. to sleep like that. Normally, the doctor at Can General Hospital advised that if you take that sleeping pill medicine from Can Mental Hospital, your diabetes will get worse. Listening to the doctor, I did not take it and was prepared. My spirit was like staying up all night. Unexpectedly, a miracle happened that day at the hospital. I slept very well, from about 9 p.m. that night to about 4 a.m. the next morning, something I didn't have over the 2 previous 4 years. I would like to share with everyone the prescription from the Can City Mental Hospital that day. I brought with me the medical examination and medication records for about 3 years at the Can Mental Hospital so that everyone, especially those with experts in medicine, to see if it is correct. Everyone should remember to not misunderstand the prescription dated January the 12th, 2021, that I showed everyone is medicine that I did not take that day, according to the doctor's advice. Doctor at Can General Hospital. The special thing is that I was able to sleep again that day, and also shared the medical examination records at the Can Mental Hospital, Vietnam. This is the examination record at Can City Mental Hospital from June 4, 2018, and continuously drinking daily through the years 2018, 2019, 2020 at Can Mental Hospital until early 2021. January 12, 2021 was the last time I received medicine at Can Psychiatric Hospital, using it until February 16, 2021. On February 17, 2021, when I was able to sleep again at Can General Hospital, I quit for almost 3 years now. I have not used any sleeping pills, not even one pill. If we meet in person, I will be ready for everyone to see, but before that, I no longer have medical examination records at neurological hospitals in Ho Chi Minh City. I hope everyone will understand. During the first month after treatment at Can General Hospital, diabetes treatment, and I was able to sleep again, I mentally prepared myself. Perhaps it would only be temporary. If I lost sleep again, I would return to being sick. Can Mental Hospital received medicine. After the second month, I saw that my health gradually improved. It was not until the third month that I felt like I was truly free of insomnia. It has been more than 2 years now, and I consider myself 100% free of insomnia. From the day I was hospitalized at Kendo General Hospital until now, I have not taken medication from Kendo Mental Hospital nor any other sleeping pills, but I have been able to sleep very well on average from 10 p.m. to 4 or 5 a.m. By sleeping, sleep naturally, sleep very deeply and well, not restless like before. If I wake up at night, I can still sleep very well. Sometimes I can't sleep at night before. 3. That was impossible. My health is gradually recovering and is now very good. Especially my mental health is extremely happy and refreshing. Diabetes has been very stable and has completely gone away, at least for now. Maybe people don't believe it and think it's a myth. I would like to say more so everyone can understand. After staying at Kendo General Hospital for diabetes treatment, when I first entered the hospital, my blood sugar level, when the doctor measured, was about 450 according to Vietnamese standards. Many people in Vietnam say that diabetes is caused by drinking. Medicine for life. From the time I was hospitalized at Kendo General Hospital for about 10 days, then I was discharged and returned home, until the beginning of July 2021. At that time I was very sick. From 65 kilograms ago, I only have 53 kilograms left, because I can't eat. I still go to the Kendo General Hospital every month to receive medicine, and take diabetes medication every day. As for sleeping pills, I quit the first night on the 17th. February 2021, while staying at Kendo General Hospital until now, to July 2021, I see that my body has changed and adapted. When taking diabetes medicine, my body is very tired. When measuring blood sugar decreased again. From then on I tried quitting diabetes medicine, no longer taking diabetes medicine every day, nor injecting insulin every day. But my body was normal again. My blood sugar level when measured was still fine. Stable, eat a lot. Gradually stop eating sugary foods such as rice, fruit, sugary foods, use in moderation. But your health is still normal and you gain weight again like before, from then on. Now I don't take any medications anymore. I eat and sleep normally, and my blood sugar is stable. In my opinion, when I overcame insomnia, my spirit was extremely joyful and happy. Perhaps people with insomnia will understand this feeling. Thanks to that spirit, I overcame diabetes, which is most beneficial for me. Up to now, I only think about diabetes like that. I really don't know much about it, have no expertise in medicine, because I only studied economics at university. Only about insomnia. I have spent a lot of time and effort since I stopped having insomnia for nearly 3 years, using all my abilities to research and learn about it. I confirm that I know the basic mechanism. What causes insomnia and the mechanism to overcome it for. 4. Me, I really can't know in detail even though it happens right in my head. In my opinion, it is completely natural, not a medicine. As for everyone, I can't confirm, but I think if it happened to me, it will happen to others because I'm also a normal person. After I stopped having insomnia, I felt extremely happy. If I were an insomniac, I would definitely understand this happiness. For nearly 3 years, I have always thought and researched a lot about my very special case. I also know that insomnia is now very common in the world, especially in big cities. Currently, there are also many people in the world suffering from insomnia, in addition to scientists and industrialists. Drug research companies around the world have also spent a lot of effort and money to research drugs to cure people with insomnia, but currently there is no cure for insomnia. I would like to tell everyone more that when I overcame my insomnia, I also understood the reason why many researchers and scientists around the world say that insomnia is the most mysterious disease in the world. Specifically, I hope everyone will try to listen to my presentation as follows. After I got over insomnia, I did a lot of research on this disease and tried to find someone with insomnia to talk to consolidate my thinking, to have some basis to help people with insomnia get better. Like me. However, I couldn't find it. I only heard briefly on Facebook that there was a woman suffering from insomnia. After going to a temple where Buddhists worship Buddha, after she lived for a while, her illness was gone. Sleep very naturally, without using any drugs. With my hunch, I believe it is true. Through the process of self-examination over the past time, as well as the research process, I affirm that I know the basic reason why I overcame insomnia, especially for myself and the woman I am talking about. In the temple, mainly from nature, it is resolving events in life, changing a suitable living environment, the disease will be cured. In my opinion, it is a natural mechanism activated in the body of people with insomnia to become human. If you have insomnia, you can get back to sleep through the following 5 principles. 5. 1. Faith. 2. Mental exercise. 3. Physical activity. 4. Extensive fat has new relationships, active atrial failure. 5. Finally, change to a suitable living environment. Please don't block the video and continue watching so I can explain more carefully. I hope people who have insomnia watch, research, apply and get better like me. I confirm that she has encountered some incident in her life, just like I have reviewed many other people. I know through talking with many people who have suffered from insomnia in recent times, all those involved. Contact me if you encounter some event in your life that leads to insomnia. When she goes to the temple to live there and listen to the preaching of Buddhist scriptures, she can resolve the events in her life. In the temple, there is a reasonable living, eating and lodging regime, and she will definitely kneel down and pray to God. Bless me to recover from my illness. In addition, I have a comfortable spirit without worrying about the past. Believe and pray to Buddha. God bless me to recover from my illness. I'm sure of that even though I haven't met that woman directly. When staying in the temple, change the living environment to a suitable one and the disease will be cured. I think people need to do more research, maybe in a solemn situation, or some spiritual thing affected that woman to make her sleep again. Okay. My case of insomnia being cured is quite similar to that sister's, but with a difference. I did not go to the temple, but stayed at Kano City General Hospital, but before that, through real-life activities such as sports, listening to music, watch movies, read books, exercise mentally, physically, think positively, develop relationships with people, etc., and practice religious beliefs, praying to ancestors, deceased grandparents, and especially is praying to Buddha and God to help me cure my illness at home as well as sacred places, temples, reading many books, especially by American authors and other countries around the world. To get the inspiration to strive to rise and go to real life, I also resolved the events in life and 6. Gradually recovered from my illness. My case of losing insomnia is quite similar to that woman. Similar to the woman mentioned above, thanks to everyone's further research. I think in the hospital environment there was something that affected me, or something supernatural that affected my body to make me fall asleep again. Okay. I would like to tell everyone that in the past, when I had insomnia when going far away, for example, going to the fields, traveling, or going to some other places where I had to stay overnight, if I forgot, I did not bring medicine. At the Kano Psychiatric Hospital, I can't sleep and stay up all night, that's for sure. In Vietnam recently, many people called me and asked me what medicine I mainly used to cure insomnia. In this case, you see, in my opinion, it was not the medicine that made me cured, but the circumstances, environment, beliefs and many other things that perhaps I was very lucky to spend a magical night at the hospital. Kendo General Clinic, and got rid of insomnia. After nearly 3 years of being free of illness and researching, thinking and testing on myself, to be honest with everyone for nearly 3 years, I have always been thinking and looking for ways to help everyone to overcome insomnia like me, even though my abilities and qualifications are only at an average level. I'm sure everyone will understand. I concluded that the cause of my illness was resolving events in life and changing the appropriate living environment. Next, I would like to share my experience of treating insomnia. I try to make it as short as possible, but it may be a bit long. Also, I am very happy to have overcome insomnia. I will share everything I know, and through that I can express my happiness, because this is a very special disease. I hope everyone will try to listen and research. 1. Faith. Believe in your ability to recover from illness. Believe in Buddha and God to help you recover from illness. For people of other religions, believe in God or the supreme being of your religion, research and follow. Like what I said, do the same as me, believe in science and believe in your own strength. Actually, in the past, even though it was very hopeless, because I didn't see anyone with insomnia. 7. Overcoming it, with the faith that I gained through books, newspapers and people. As the Chinese people I know say, wherever there is a disease, there is a cure. There is no disease that cannot be cured. The important thing is that people can find the cure. If there is a lock, it will be cured. If you have the key, the important thing is how you find it. As for me, the insomnia that I have personally encountered and was fortunate enough to overcome is treatment, not medicine, because it is a mental illness. If it is a mental illness, treat it with psychology. Please do research in books and newspapers and you will see that, perhaps I don't need to say much. I would also like to add that during my previous insomnia, thanks to the belief as mentioned, along with taking medication, at Kendo Psychiatric Hospital, as I said, when using medication, I could only sleep during the night. That night, and my sleep was fitful, if I didn't use it, it would be like staying up all night. Even though all the doctors and physicians I had ever experienced tried their best and devoted themselves to help me cure my illness, but according to there is no medicine to cure insomnia, that's why the disease lasts longer. When I got home, I researched a lot of herbs to treat insomnia, through the guidance of many people, and researched on the internet, but I made it myself and mixed it in my own way, even though I knew that I might not be able to do it. Risked, it could be life-threatening if mixed with poisonous plants, but I had to accept it because the situation at that time was too difficult, especially since I had no expertise in medicine, perhaps. People with insomnia will understand this feeling. I hope to find a medicine from natural medicinal plants and cure myself, and then many people, with the belief that if I find a medicine from natural medicinal plants, naturally cure insomnia. If I could do that, I would probably be a very famous person, not only in Vietnam, but also in the world. At the same time, I also researched many books in the world, most of the famous books in the world, especially 2 books. 1. Throw Away Your Worries and Enjoy Life, by best-selling American author Dale Carnegie. 8. 2. Awakening the Non-Bored Person, by American author Anthony Robbins. I recommend that everyone, if you believe, study the core of these 2 decisions. In addition, I also read many other books that I cannot list them all. Because I am a person who is very passionate about reading, a big part of it is that through books I study and learn many things in life, and a special thing is the hope of finding a way to overcome insomnia. However, the reality is that there is no book on how to overcome insomnia. After nearly 2 years of self-research and using self-prepared medicine and taking it with a strong will, a strong belief, and an endless desire that my illness will be cured, the final result, no progress at all, perhaps my level is limited, even though I am very tired and depressed, but with the trust that I have from the Chinese people. I forget to know, as said, where the disease occurs, there is a cure there. There is no disease that cannot be cured. The important thing is whether people can find the cure. If there is a lock, there must be a key. The important thing is whether we find it or not. It's really hopeless, but in my subconscious, I still believe that one day I will be cured. I would also like to tell everyone that, like most Vietnamese people, I am a Buddhist and previously believed in Buddha and God, but only at an average level. Because all I learned in school and class from high school to university is the objective reality. If you see or feel it, then you believe it. If you don't see it or feel it, then you don't believe it. Believe, if it happens. I'll tell you everything so everyone can lose sleep researching and implementing it. Hope everyone tries to listen. I'm not bragging. My goal is for insomniacs to research, apply and get better. I hope everyone understands this. On a chance to watch the Chinese movie Journey to the West, perhaps many people in the world know this movie. There is a part where Sun Wukong, Chi Tien, encountered a great disaster and could not solve it himself. So he asked Buddha. Guanyin helped, but Bodhisattva Guanyin could not help either. Before leaving, Guanyin Buddha said a sentence, "The universe will surely find a way to help you." 9. After that, Sun Wukong flew into the universe, and thanks to a certain supreme being in the movie, he escaped. It's been so long that I only roughly remember that, even though I know that the movie Journey to the West is largely a product of human imagination, but I think it is the quintessence of humanity, especially the Chinese people, who have experienced thousands of things. Years of existence and development. Moreover, there was no other way, because the circumstances at that time were so difficult. I think any person with insomnia would think the same. I once again threw myself into researching the universe through YouTube with the belief that when researching the universe via YouTube, I hoped there would be a way to overcome insomnia. Even though I knew it was hopeless, I spent more than a year studying the universe. I can arrange time to study the universe partly because I personally love scientific research, through which I also know quite a lot, especially the universe is extremely large. Life exists on Earth. This land is extremely precious. I'm nothing if I have insomnia. I'm not the one about to leave. I also know many famous space researchers in America and the world, especially Hubble space researchers and many other scientists today. After studying the universe for many years, they are inclined to the very possibility that this universe, the life we have on this earth, is due to created by the Supreme Being, not by nature. Perhaps this information is known to many people in the world. For myself, after watching and deducing, I realized many rules of life. If you do evil, sooner or later you will meet with retribution. If you work hard, study and research, you will succeed one day. And many other things that perhaps everyone can feel. Then I believe that this life, this universe, created by the Supreme Being, has given birth to us, and has a way to help us overcome adversity. The important thing is whether or not I stand up to overcome adversity, but how and in what way I stand up is hopeless. I told everyone not to laugh, but there was no other way. I prayed to my ancestors and the Supreme Being to help me recover from my illness. Specifically, 10. For me, it was my ancestors who had died in Buddha and God to help me recover from my illness. I pray at home and go to sacred places like temples. I also pray to Buddha, God bless me to recover from my illness. If I recover from my illness, I will do something useful for everyone, plus practice food. Currently, I have been advised by doctors and learned about sports, mental activities, and physical activities through books, newspapers, etc. As mentioned above, some time later a miracle happened to me, miraculously curing insomnia. Insomnia, which so far many people consider to be a myth at Kenlo General Hospital, as stated, it only takes one night for it to go away. It's been almost 3 years, no. There is no moment of happiness greater than overcoming this disease. I can say that it is boundless happiness. Today, I made this video mainly to fulfill my promise to Buddha and God, as I said, even though I know it can be very difficult, because up to this point not many people believe and watch my videos, but I believe that I will help many people recover from their illnesses, and I still try to do it. If you don't believe it, that's fine, but if you believe it, continue listening to my presentation. After overcoming insomnia for nearly 3 years, I realized that the prayer to Buddha and God fulfills the belief as mentioned: physical exercise, mental exercise, living, thinking positively, and finally changing the appropriate living environment is the key to helping me overcome this disease. It urged my subconscious to try to rise up to overcome adversity, especially the sleep mechanism that it activated in myself, making me cured of my illness. I think that the mechanism to get back to sleep is in everyone who suffers from insomnia. The important thing is that if we can activate it, the disease will be cured like me. Believe and follow what I present and research. Further research, as I have described. I am the one who was lucky enough to have the Creator activate the mechanism to get back to sleep and get rid of my illness at no cost at all. I hope insomniacs will carefully study what I share. It's completely true for me. I hope that many insomniacs will believe in this experience and do it with 11. Enthusiasm and strong faith, especially in the same state of mind as I had before. I hope there will be people who are cured like me. As for people around the world, I also know quite a lot through books and newspapers from the Middle East, Asia, Europe in the past, like the story of 1001 Nights, Alexander the Great, Napoleon, China, the United States, and famous scientists in the world from ancient times until today, such as Galileo Galilei, Isaac Newton, Albert Einstein, and many others I cannot list. All have strived to overcome difficulties, especially the story of which country I don't know. A farmer, when his donkey accidentally fell into a deep well, he asked many people to help him pull it out, but could not pull it out. In the end, everyone decided to dig the ground together and bury it alive, first when they found out about it. Crying very bitterly, but right at that moment it struggled, kicked on the soil that people threw down to bury it alive, and it gradually rose to the surface, escaping death. That was the greatest inspiration. Help me overcome this insomnia disease. Of course, there are so many lucky things that have come to me. I think that is the most important thing that helps me overcome insomnia. Well, let me get back to the problem. 2. Mental exercise. Listen to music, especially vibrant music, positive music to make the spirit feel comfortable. Love life. In Vietnam, we have mainly revolutionary music, red music, of soldiers defending the country in the past. When listening to that type of music, their spirit forgets the difficulties, hardships, sacrifices, and has the will to overcome difficulties, believing that one day they will succeed. Work. Because I don't understand much about music, however, I feel the positive side that it brings to me. I hope everyone will research more and do as I present. Watching movies is mainly to see inspiration from actors and characters, reading famous books around the world to see famous real-life characters who have overcome many difficulties and challenges. To rise up like Benjamin Franklin, Henry Ford, Michael Jordan, and many other figures I probably don't need to mention because there are so many. In general, how to be mentally comfortable. Love life, live positively, rely on people who have experienced many difficulties, poverty, or have gone through many obstacles but still thrive. Force to 12. Rise and succeed. For insomniacs, even though they face many difficulties and hardships, they must always have faith and motivation to rise up. The spirit must confront and fight with all its faith, strength, and will to overcome insomnia and overcome adversity. Definitely don't be depressed, sad and worried, think negatively about life, it's really difficult. I would also like to clarify the fact that in the past, when I had insomnia, I was often depressed, worried, and had negative thoughts. However, in the subconscious of the person with insomnia, I had to think. And if you can do positive things like I said, then you can hope to get better. 3. Physical exercise. I probably don't need to say more about this, such as sports, individual and group sports, martial arts, especially exercising in the sunlight in the morning. Also from books and newspapers that I have read, pay attention to practicing with enthusiasm and a strong belief that the disease will go away. Ask everyone to do more research on their own. 4. Expand your relationship with family, relatives, friends and society in general to make your life meaningful and live positively and love life, trying to forget the difficulties and hardships and be meaningful. the will to overcome the events and troubles that my life has gone through. Avoid just staying around the house all day, all month, all year, thinking a lot about the past and the future, and getting bored with life. If you feel depressed or confused, share it with someone you trust. When you share and express your feelings, you will feel more comfortable. Arrange your daily activities accordingly, such as when to wake up, work, rest, listen to music and watch movies, especially vibrant music, positive music. The purpose is to lift your spirits. Relax, forget about the difficulties and boredom when facing insomnia, limit listening to bolero music. Try to lie down when it's time to sleep. Absolutely do not use it. Phone. People with insomnia must be patient and do it slowly. In my opinion, mental and physical training and practicing religious beliefs must progress slowly. Just like studying, learning martial arts takes time. You have to practice physically. 13. Mentally, and in faith according to what I have presented above. I think many people in the world also know this. For me, it takes from 6 months to 1 year and maybe more. Moreover, after I have gone through and learned from experience, people with insomnia also need a period of time from 3 months to 6 months, and must act enthusiastically and with strong faith like I did before. 5. Change your living environment in a situation like mine. After a period of time implementing the above 5 requirements, I expect to see 60% or more of mental health improvement in 3 to 6 months. In general, the more the better. People with insomnia should change their living environment. People with insomnia should study my situation in the hospital, as well as in the woman's temple. During this time, practice the highest religious beliefs possible. Just like me, if you take medicine given by the hospital, try quitting during the time of changing your living environment and only take medicine from natural plants. Stop. If people with insomnia change their living environment to be similar to mine, and a miracle happens, their body changes and they can sleep, then their disease will be cured like me. In my opinion, in a situation like mine at Kendo General Hospital, my body automatically activates the sleep mechanism after going through the above training period. It happened to me and the woman living at the temple I mentioned above. It will happen to others too. I think there is something in my subconscious, or something supernatural, that has impacted me, changed my personality, and allowed me to sleep again, even though it happened right inside me. Mine, but I spent nearly 3 years researching to only know the basics. I tell everyone the truth, with my role and responsibility, and my promise to Buddha and God. I do everything I know and can, even though I have no expertise in medicine. I am just an ordinary person. Usually, my level is just that. I do it to the best of my ability. I hope many people will apply it to test whether the sleep recovery mechanism is activated in people with insomnia and no longer able to sleep. I'm not sick like me, but unfortunately, I don't have many people who completely believe in me, so I can experience it and make sure I find the most effective. 14. Method for everyone. In the past time, I have only known and contacted only one woman with insomnia who believed and followed everything I instructed to cure her illness. I think that what I share is valid for everyone. People. I think this doesn't cost anything. People like me who have insomnia when changing their living environment should do their best to do it. If it doesn't work this time, don't be discouraged. You need to research more, practice and practice like this. I said it above, more time. Then do it the next time and maybe many more times, until it's gone, in my head. I can activate the sleep mechanism. Just do it, act with faith. If it doesn't go away, don't get discouraged. Continue researching and redoing in the direction I presented. I believe that many people will be cured like me. Insomniacs, please research more. I would also like to add that after a magical night that I received at Kendo General Hospital, this morning I again witnessed very unhappy lives. People are very rich, but life can only be spent day by day. Every hour, some people are too poor and only have car money to go to the hospital, don't know how to manage. Some people are very young, but still have diabetes. Some people have a very normal life, but the love is very deep and love life. It happens before my eyes. Looking back, it turns out I was the happiest person in the hospital room that day. That is also one of the reasons that helped me resolve the events in life and gradually recover from my illness.
3 years.
Actually, up to now, I have been doing YouTube for more than 1 year, but not many people believe and watch my videos. But I believe that in the near future there will be many viewers, even though there are not many viewers. Either way, I will do it to the best of my ability. I believe there will be many insomniacs in the world who believe and do it with a strong will and strong faith. It takes from 3 months to 6 months, or even more depending on each person, as mentioned above. Present. Especially when changing the appropriate living environment, the sleep mechanism is activated in the body of people with insomnia. It only appears at the 89th minute, please remember this. I hope that people with insomnia will be patient and patient. I believe that there will be people who can overcome. 15. Insomnia like me. When I had insomnia and overcame it, being able to go on YouTube and share my insomnia treatment experience with everyone, especially people around the world, was a great, even immense, happiness. To be honest with everyone, when I was having insomnia, in my wildest dreams I never dared to dream that I would be able to go on YouTube to do something like that. What I share is completely true, even though it only happens in my mind. In case people with insomnia watch this video and don't understand it, ask someone else to watch it and give them advice. In addition, do more research according to the basics that I have presented above. Actually, I have a lot of things I want to share with insomniacs around the world, especially the special moment at Kano General Hospital and the end of insomnia, but up to this point not many people have registered and watched YouTube Sleepless Person 76. I hope that many people around the world, especially people with insomnia, will watch, share and register or recommend for many people to watch. Hope they apply this experience and get better. Especially, please support and subscribe. Send comments to my YouTube channel if there is anything you do not understand or give any suggestions, so that I have more motivation to continue researching and sharing with many people around the world, because a part of me belongs to the person who has insomnia. No matter how hard I try and what obstacles I encounter, I promise to myself and to everyone in the world, Buddha and God, I will try my best to help as many people around the world overcome insomnia like me. If you believe me, start right now. Do it slowly and step by step, as I have instructed. In addition, do more research in the direction I have presented, and when the time comes to change your living environment, I will continue sharing more. It belongs to the next part. I will share later. If insomniacs believe in me, then please rest assured to follow the steps as I instructed first. I think people around the world are very talented if they study what I present and can cure insomnia using my method. I would also like to add, so that everyone can clearly understand, that the research process, as I said, was not done over a period of more than 4 years as mentioned, but it happened gradually. 16. Because I still had to do a lot of work. Other than that, I can only do research in the time I can arrange. Only my spirit in the past was always thinking about it and researching in my head. Really the belief is very big, but the desire becoming a reality to get rid of insomnia in the past. I just thought it was only in dreams, if not hopeless. I hope everyone understands this. When I look back at what I have been through, I can only say that luck, or rather luck, played a large part in helping me overcome insomnia. I can only tell everyone that I know the mechanism that leads to insomnia and the mechanism to overcome it. If I have insomnia again, I have absolutely no fear. I will do as I have said and I will be fine. Sick. If you have anything, you can email it, preferably in Vietnamese. Please use Google to translate it simply so I can refer, research, synthesize and respond. If necessary, contact me directly in Vietnamese via Zalo, if the insomniac is willing to ask a Vietnamese person living in your country to contact me directly so I can give more specific instructions. If not, if so, please call next time. Please sympathize with me because I don't have much time. I hope people with insomnia around the world don't choose the time I sleep from 9 p.m. the previous day to 6 a.m. the next morning, Vietnam time, other than that. During that time, I will be available to support you. Insomniacs, please remember that I always look out for insomniacs and help insomniacs like me, regardless of ethnicity, religion, skin color, etc. Email address and phone number are displayed below. I hope everyone, especially people with insomnia, will support my YouTube channel so that I have the motivation to continue researching and sharing experiences, hoping that many people will be free of insomnia like me. Finally, please, in addition, in this presentation, I don't speak English well. I asked Google to translate and pronounce it. Maybe there are some parts that people don't fully understand. I hope people with insomnia will comment on the things they don't understand and wholeheartedly support me by subscribing to the channel or recommending it to many people to watch so I can do better. I promise everyone that if I have many supporters and money, I will be motivated to continue researching to help people. 17. Get rid of insomnia even though my qualifications are limited. However, when I promise I will definitely do it.
Thank you for listening. Bye bye. I hope we finish. See you again. Good luck to ever.